What's up, guys? This is Ronnie. Welcome back to our channel Total Technology. So today I'm gonna start the Python section for Neo4j. For a couple of months, we are doing just simple cipher query with Neo4j. If you just give me one moment, this was our Neo4j series. If you go to our channel, here, like all tutorials are here. Like we have already uploaded or posted 9 videos, and this is all like uh, simple queries with Cypher to create some nodes and properties, how to create relationship, how to delete nodes, how to delete nodes with relationship and all. So from today's session, or today's video, we'll be going to start the Python. Till now, whatever we are doing, we're directly writing cipher queries from the Neo4j console. But now what we'll do, the actual thing, like from Python, how to connect to Neo4j, and from Python, how we can create, update, delete or modify, or something all this thing. And after that, we'll be starting the Django or Flask tutorial. Okay, so let me just give one name for this tutorial, tutorial 10, and this is going to be let's say Python, how to connect from using Python, how to, or let's say set up connectivity. Okay, so for doing connectivity with with Python, like Python cannot connect, like definitely you need some sort of library. So for that we have this Neo4j. Let me open just this thing. I have installed, and I have just uninstalled just for this tutorial. So let me just install this thing again. So you have to install pip3, install Neo4j. I'm using Mac and with Python 3, so that is why it's pip3. So let me just do this thing. Okay, I think the installation is completed. So let me just open my Neo4j console. So this is my Neo4j thing. Let me just copy paste this thing. Okay, well, let me open it over here. Well, it's opening. Well, so if you, I think you guys know, let me just create um, match n return n. Like this. So there are like 3 nodes, and 2 nodes we are having some sort of relationship, kind of is friends. So what we'll do, and all nodes are having what do you say, like label is player, right? Yes, player. This is also player, this is also player. Okay, so this is our Neo4j. But what I'll do, let me just minimize this thing. So I'd like to see the connection. Okay, we'll do let me just copy paste this thing, and let me just open a new, and what I'll do, this is not opening actually bold. Oh, okay, cannot open bold from here. uh, we have to use this thing. Let me just quickly, okay, so username is Neo4j and password, at least let me just check this thing. Can connect. Yes, it's connecting. Okay, fine, this is okay. Well, cool. So guys, what I'll do, I will just try to establish the connection first. It's like normal our database operation, the same thing will happen. So let me open this thing here. Okay, so first I have to import from NEO4J import things something graph database. Okay, actually I installed Neo4j in Eclipse, but I am trying to this thing from here. Okay, this will be like pip install Neo4j. Well, it's running. It's going on. Okay, it's done. Think now this will work. Okay, graph database. So let's say graph db equals to, okay, just let's take this thing as an example, and let me just query this thing. We'll able to understand the function signature. Okay, so this is the signature URI, this thing. Okay, not sure, like probably this is going to be URI equals to, like we have to pass this bold protocol, like this thing. Okay, or we can see the documentation as well for Neo4j. Will not be an issue. And then probably we can just think we have to just give the username and password. I think Neo4j, and my password is rambo@1234. Well, and let's, this is actually for establishing the connection. Okay, so let me run this thing. Okay, positional argument follows and a keyword argument. Probably we did some mistake. Let me just open the documentation a bit, then it will be easier. Well, Neo4j Python. I think this will come here. Well, okay, so I think I did a mistake. Let's say I think this will be, there will be, I just missed this thing. Well, graph database. I'm not sure what is the problem here. Well, again, sorry for the typo. Well, yes, so I forgot this thing. Okay, so now if you see, the connection object has been created. Okay, now let's say we need to create one session for the query. Session equals to graph db dot session, and this will be like this. Graph db dot session. Okay, and let's say now our session object has been created. Now we can write query from here. So what we'll do, so let's me just create the query string first. So let's just give one name is q1, and what will be our query? It's like match. Inside that, let's say anything x, and what I'll do, return n. Okay, so this is the query, and now I would like to run this thing from the session dot run. We have to just give this thing q1, and let's run this thing first. So something happens again. Variable n is not okay. So many typos I'm doing today. Okay, so this is done. So if you print this q1, or let's say just take it as nodes. Okay, this is nodes actually. So this is going to return a list object, if you see, and let's say just type. So statement, okay, can do something. List of nodes, I'm not sure. Okay, so let's just forget about that. So we can just do it like for node in nodes, just print this thing. So we'll get 3 nodes. See, 90, 91, 92, the same thing whatever we have seen over here. See, this is 90, this is 91, and this is 92, and Leo, CR7, and Virat. So this is simple, like things. Like as I told you guys, we need to do a lot of practice. Then these things are going to, because when you are doing Python and you are doing some real stuff with the Python, there are like potential chances that you will definitely forget everything. Like if you are not doing practice on each and everything. So I have done these things before, but for last 3-4 months I'm not doing anything with this thing, because currently I'm doing one project on some MongoDB. So you see, like I just forget the things because I'm not practicing. But if you are doing continuous practice, and if you have gone through the documentation, then you will be able to understand. So anyways, guys, so this is one of the query to, let's just give one name for this thing. Just establish the connection, and let me just give everything here, and let me delete everything from here. Okay, so this is going to be like search all nodes. Okay, let's search one more thing. Let me just limit this thing, limit 1. Probably this should run as well. See, I just limit 1, so this is why 1 is coming. If I make it to limit 2, the 2 will come. If I limit 3, 3 will come. And let's see the interesting thing, if I just make it limit 4, what is happening? Only 3 will return, because there is not more object. So give it to 1, like search nodes with limit. Okay, so 2 things we have seen already, these things with simple CYPHER query. So guys, see, this is actually same, the CYPHER query. So that is why I started the CYPHER tutorial like earlier. So that is simple CYPHER part, actually part of NEO4J, and these things are actually Python thing. Okay, so one more query we can do it, like search something like, okay, so search node with properties. Let's say just type this thing. Okay, where x dot name equals to, let's say, Virat. Okay, and return x. So one property will return, it will return one property. Sorry, invalid syntax. And okay, we need to give this thing, so that is why it is invalid. See, one property came. So if you just give like cr7, so cr7 will come. If you give like Leo. So searching with property also completed. Now next thing, what we'll do, we'll just create like node, create one node. Okay, mm, with label, but without any properties. Okay, so what I'll do, I think we need to change this thing now. um, Create end with let's say team. Okay, then what I'll do, I'll run this thing, and then I will create another query q2. Then that is going to be like let me just copy this thing from here, match x with team, and return x, and let me run this thing again. Well, okay, so in this section I'm just creating one node by running this query, and again I'm just creating another query to just query this nodes whether it is created or not, and after that I will just run this thing. Okay, so let me run this thing. Okay, so one node has been created without any properties. The label is team. So what I'll do, I'll just let me just run this thing now. This one now. Search all nodes. It will return 4 nodes. Okay. See, 90, 91, 92, 11, 12. So all 3 player, and this is one label. So what I'll do, I will now like create one node with some properties. Create name with label and properties. Okay. So it will be like this, and let's say name equals to let's say Pogba. Okay, run. So now what will happen, two nodes will be written with the team, one will having some name. Okay, again I did some mistake, so it will be like this. When you are using two double quotes in like inside your things, it will not work because already you are having closing two double brackets. So see, one property is one node is having team with Pogba, and one is having like label team but no properties. You can see it as well from here. Like there will be as you see, like there are 4 things. Now there will be 5. mm, okay, I think here it will be 5. See, Pogba. Okay, so now I'll show you guys the same thing from here, so it will be easier. So if I run this thing, there will be 5 total nodes. So let me just run this thing again. Okay, see, Virat CR7 Leo. So let's run this thing, check this thing. This is team. This is team. Okay, just because it is not having any name, so it's not coming like this, but the label is actually, if you see, it is actually team ID is this. So it's like natural, like we are running this query only, but from the Python. So for doing that, we need to just establish this connection like upfront, like we have to install this library, this thing, and you have to set up this connection. But if you are using just directly a Neo4J browser, then it is actually having everything is set up. So simple, like we'll do like 4 or 5 more tutorials or videos on this like things, then I think we are actually good to go with for starting or for the initial introduction for our like Django or Python Flags tutorial, because I think initially we probably need all these things for normal basic application, like create one web application for like kind of repository or CMS kind of a thing using Python and all. Like for let's say you are like generating some sort of like data from somewhere, and after that you'd like to do some sort of analysis for machine learning. So it is not the right way of loading your data in CSV. Yeah, definitely you can do it in CSV just for kindly kind of like modeling to those data inside database, and from there you can get it some sort of nice UI kind of a thing from some sort of like front end for end user to see the result. So those sort of things, but don't worry about that. So we can do it, but I think once you guys are familiar with this sort of things, then we can start this graph database thing with Neo4j with Python. Actually, graph database is for mostly used in banks and other highly sensitive or secure application where actually frauds and other security features are the main concern. So I'll teach you guys how to do all those stuff, and meanwhile you guys can just go through their documentation or official Twitter page for getting more ideas about that, because those details are like very unique. You will not get anywhere like apart from their official website or apart from their official Twitter account. So guys, let me just quickly conclude the session. Like we install this thing for this is the only like library required for this graph database thing. After that, we set up this connection. I did some sort of mistake, as I told you. I'm not practicing this thing, so I forgot. And after that, like you have to just search all nodes, search nodes with some sort of limit, then we search node with properties, then we create nodes with label, then we create nodes with properties. So this has been done. So in the next tutorial, what we'll do, I will try to create some sort of node with label, and sorry, I will update some nodes which is having some sort of properties, but there is no like some sort of label. Okay, let me rephrase this. Till now we are having these nodes with only labels but no properties. We'll update this node. After that, what I'll do, I'll create some nodes in bulk, probably 100 nodes in a from a for loop, and after that we'll do some sort of removal operation, and after that probably some search kind of a thing. I think whatever I did in last 9 videos, I'll be going to cover in the next one video, everything. And after that some advanced operation kind of a thing, and then we can start our Django with some sort of flex. What sort of, let's guide, you guys decide it. Let's decide among yourself. Let's just create some sort of I'll create some sort of voting whether it should be Django or flex. You guys have to come up with your ideas and we'll do it. Okay guys, so that's all for today, and hope to see you in the next video. I'm not sure when, but probably soon. And till then, try to do some sort of practice. I'll highly recommend you to do some sort of practice. This is very easy, and again, this is very interesting thing. If you put this sort of things inside your resume or CV, then definitely resume will be actually ranked at the higher, cause only like top 10% will be having this sort of knowledge on Neo4j, and that too with Python. So I'll highly recommend you guys to gain like this sort of like skills like as soon as possible. So definitely it will give you edge over some other like candidates, and this is the future of all like database related operations. So when I say future, means like not saying that all other database are bad. No, they are not bad. You have to it depends on your application architecture, algorithm, what sort of data you are doing, what is the magnitude of your data, what is the magnitude of your operation request, and a lot of things. But whenever security is concerned, whenever you would like to prevent some sort of fraud or this sort of similar things, I'm not going to in that much detail about security. We need to cover this in some other topic some other day. So then Neo4j is the best thing because it is having some sort of like inbuilt like when we say inbuilt, this is not the right word, but again, just think about that way. So it is actually able to like do all those stuff very easily. Only you have to know the techniques and tricks. But before that, you need to have some basic idea. So that is what I'm doing. So guys, lots of talking. I think I should conclude the video. This time to say goodbye. So please subscribe to our channel if you like our videos. Please hit the like button, and also those are not subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon, so you will get a notification in timely manner. If you want to share the videos with your friends or family, please do it. Definitely would like to reach larger audience, and thanks for your support till now. We already reached 1500. So that's all for today, guys. See you in the next video. Till then, take care. Goodbye.